Here are my top 5 poetry styles for kids. The full-length versions of these videos can be found on the Touring Teachers YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe to stay up to date. Enjoy! A haiku is a traditional form of Japanese poetry. It has 3 lines. The first line has 5 syllables, the second line has 7 syllables, and the third line has 5 syllables again. First, I start with 5. There's 7 in the middle. Then I end with 5. Let's try the next example. All right, this one is about the beach. Waves crash on the shore. Sand sparkles in the sunlight. Seagulls swooping past. Alright, if you need to, you can always pause the video and you can go through and count out the syllables as well. And make sure you're checking up that I'm doing the syllables the correct way as well, because we all make mistakes, don't we? Now, I want you to say out loud with me what are the different syllables we need for each line. Line 1, there needs to be 5 syllables. Line 2, there needs to be 7 syllables. Line 3, there needs to be 5 syllables. Hopefully you all said that along with me as well. A Diamante poem is a poem that does not rhyme and has 7 lines. The first and the last lines are the shortest, while the lines in the middle are longer, making it have a diamond shape. That might be a little bit confusing, but we'll go through it more. So, here is a Diamante example, as well as all the things we need to include when we're writing a Diamante poem. Firstly, Diamantes are 7 lines long. The first and last lines have just 1 word, the second and 6th line have 2 words, the third and 5th lines have 3 words, and the 4th line has 4 words. There are 2 types of Diamante poems, a synonym and an antonym Diamante poem. A synonym means 2 different words that mean the same thing. Now an antonym means 2 words that mean opposite things. So here is an example of a synonym Diamante poem. This one is all about my favorite animal, a cat. Let's have a read together. Cat. Playful, naughty. Cuddling, hunting, biting. Treats, wool, toys, laser. Meowing, sleeping, nuzzling. Soft, curious, kitty. So today we're looking at a type of poetry called Cinquain Poetry. Now I'm really hoping I'm saying that right. Now you might have heard of it before. It's one that I've seen before but I haven't learnt much about. But when I was looking at them, I know that they're a little bit of a combination between a haiku and a Diamante poem. So here are the rules for writing a Cinquain poem. They're quite simple to follow. Number 1, make sure you have 5 lines. Line 1 has 2 syllables, line 2 has 4 syllables, line 3 has 6 syllables, line 4 has 8 syllables, and then bring it back round, line 5 has 2 syllables. You can include rhyming words if it fits, but you don't have to focus on that. Lucky for us. Here is another Cinquain poem example that I wrote about flowers. Flowers, sweet and fragrant. Colourful blooms in spring, makes my heart glow like a light bulb, blossoms. To make your Cinquain poems even more exciting when you're writing them at home, here are some features that you need to include. A Cinquain poem tells a story, so make sure that you've got a bit of a story going on. They have descriptive words. I know that you guys are really good at using descriptive words from what you've written in the other lessons, so you can use them in this poem as well. Something has to happen in the poem, so it's an action. There is an emotion that happens in the poem, and there is a conclusion and an ending. So when you're writing your poems, make sure you include these. You'll understand it a little bit better when we go through more of the examples. Limericks are interesting poems. They are made to make people laugh. They use rhyming words and humour to create something exciting to read. Limericks are said and written a little bit like a song. There is a rhythm to them. This means that they take some practice. Here is a limerick example that I wrote earlier. There once was a man in a boat who was trying to build a large moat. The moat sprung a leak that flowed down the creek. No longer was that boat afloat. I'm pretty proud of that one. Limericks are funny poems, so we need to make sure they're making people laugh. There are 5 lines in a limerick. Line 1, 2, and 5 end with the same rhyme. Line 3 and 4 rhyme with each other. And there is a pattern to the rhythm of a limerick that is kind of like a song. So let's look at that a little bit closer. So as you can see in this example, we're going to look at line 1, 2, and 5 and check that they all end with a similar rhyming word. So we have the word boat and moat for line 1 and 2, and line 5 has to rhyme with those words as well, and it is afloat. So perfect, line 1, 2, and 5 all end with a similar rhyming word. Now line 3 and 4 have to rhyme together but different to the other lines. So those words are leak and creek. So I've got my example poem here and I've got the rhythm underneath. So let me sing that for you. Da dum da da dum da da dum. Da dum da da dum da da dum. Da dum da da dum da dum da da dum. Da dum da da dum da da dum. So first of all, what is an acrostic poem? An acrostic poem is when you use one word to build other words and sentences. You take one word and put it in a vertical line, then you use each letter to start a different word or sentence. I've written about cats and I've made this one a bit of a step up. Rather than just using words, I've put some sentences after each letter. Let's have a look. So here is my acrostic poem for kitty cats. I've got cats down the side in a vertical line. Again, I've done it in blue so it's easier to see. For the letter C, I've got the sentence cute and fluffy because that describes cats pretty well. For the letter A, I've done acrobatic tricks in the middle of the night. For T, I've written that they're thinking of treats. And then the last one, this is probably what cats are best at, snoozing all day long. They just look so calm all the time. But that's probably why they do acrobatic tricks in the middle of the night, because they've been snoozing all day. So I've got some simple steps here on how to write an acrostic poem. Number 1, pick a topic that you want to write about. Number 2, write down your topic word in a vertical line. Number 3, write down as many words about that topic that you can. So you can do that on a separate piece of paper. This will be like your plan. Write down any words that you can think of that's to do with cats or dogs or whatever your topic may be. Number 4, find the words that match up with the vertical word. So you can look at your piece of paper that you did for your plan where you wrote down all your words about your topic and you can see which words match up with the letters of your topic. So it could be just words or it could be sentences. And number 5, you can add extra words to create sentences if you'd like to. Again, it's your acrostic poem, so you can choose. All right, well now's your time to get on and get started. I will leave you to it. Now remember, I've got lots of lesson videos for distance learning or learning from home, so make sure you have a look at those as well, and I will see you very soon.